Hello bass family and welcome to Everything Bass. Hey, today we're moving on with the technique development series and we're actually up to unit 10. If you can lay out, or if you're a Patreon subscriber and you've printed out each one of the lesson sheets and you lay them out and look at them, you'll see that each one really deals with another aspect of playing the bass. I've been blessed where people really comment on my tone. In fact, right away, early on in my playing, I was actually asked to do some recordings at Mother's Recording Studio up in Paradise, California. And it was really based on my tone. And my tone was developed making sure that I was playing with cleanly, I could play without a bunch of noise and rattles and buzzes all over the bass, that I could play for long times and not have to like rest my hand and all that. So all these were developed by working on exercises. And instead of just one or two exercises, I created a whole bunch of exercises. And some were taught to me when I was a student at Musicians Institute. And that's kind of the genesis behind these exercises. So today we're working on, this one's a tricky one. This one is going to focus on one of your probably least favorite fingers. And that is working on this third finger, your ring finger. Oh man. So let me show you the basic concept or the idea behind this. We're going to start with our third finger on the ring, on our fretting hand, and we're going to start on that G, third fret, and we're going to play, and then pinky. So we're counting down. We're going 3, 2, 1, pinky, like that. Then we are going to go 3. We're going to keep that 3 there. Oh boy, that's going to be tricky. And so take your time. Don't even put a metronome or drum machine on. And go 3, 2, 1, pinky, 3, 2, 1, pinky, 3, 2, 1, pinky. So you can see what you're doing. You're keeping this finger here and asking these to move. Boy, that's really good. It's really good for creating independence and stretching. Being able to stretch and get your hand more flexible, able to make bigger interval leaps on your bass without having to shift your hand. So slowly that exercise goes like this. I lifted the ring finger up. I did that to show you that you don't have to hold it down with a lot of pressure to get the value out of this exercise. If you want to practice holding it down, hold it down lightly at first. But don't grip really hard because that can strain a muscle and put you kind of back a little bit. So really, you're really just kind of keeping it loose. I even lifted up and just holded it over the string. See how I keep it up but over the string? I'm not putting any pressure on it. It's really good exercise. Now, automatically in my demo there, I came back down the neck, but I want to show you what I'm doing. I just invert the action. I keep this is where the ring finger is going to hang out. And I play 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, like that. This one's a little harder to hold over, so like hold over the string because that stretch is tricky. So don't kill yourself. Lift it up and let it hover mid-bass. What we want to get away from, and especially if you're just starting on the bass, is lifting our fingers high, like doing like, that's really a necessary movement. Try to keep your fingers as close in a nice arc and close to strings as possible. It makes it a lot easier to play. And I think ultimately when you make it easier to execute an action, the action has a better tone. So I go with that. So as always, you can just go up and down a couple times without shifting up and down the bass. Go up and down. Then maybe if you want to start working with timing and a drum machine or a metronome, then set it at slow tempo. Go for clean notes. When you can play it up and down, clean notes perfectly, then maybe speed up by 10 beats, speed up by 10 beats, and work up that way. Also, you can work in zones. I've talked about this before, where if you work in what's called first position, then you can go up to fifth position, which means your index finger's at the 5th fret. Then you can go up to 9th position, where your index finger's at the 9th fret. These are just options for to practice it. One question I do get is how long should I be playing these exercises? Well, that really depends on how much time you have to practice overall. But I think even if you had an hour to practice every day, 2 to 5 minutes doing this exercise is more than enough. It'll warm you up. It'll create the stretching that we want and develop the strength that we want, but not dominate your time so much that you're you run out of time and can't work on other things. So that's what I have to say about that. So today's encore item, I want to remind you guys of a feature of this community, which is 60 cycle hum. 60 cycle hum is commonly referred to as bass feedback. And it's basically, I just want to remind you to communicate with me, whether in the comments below, where you can just say, hey, what about this? Or hey, I tried this and this happened. Share some cool things like, hey, I tried this and I found a variation that was kind of fun. Man, share that so we all can learn from it. If it's something you want to do privately or it's more involved, you want to include videos or anything like that, email me at dtitus@daletitus.com. Boy, I'm sorry. dtitus@daletitus.com. I'll put that in the description of the video. So you can email me and in the subject matter, because I do get a lot of emails, if you could put 60 cycle hum, I can flag it and check it out right away. And I promise you guys, I will respond right away. And then I'll shoot a video if it's something that requires a video. I'll shoot a video on the next Saturday. I currently have a backlog of videos, so usually when I shoot something like the video I'm shooting today might not be posted for a couple weeks. I do that just in case I get a gig or I have to travel for work or some family thing doesn't allow me to record. I don't want to ever not upload videos every weekend. So I've developed kind of a backlog, a little buffer, so I can handle those situations. So there you have it, Technique Development 10, and remind you guys to please communicate. 60 cycle hum. Email or comment, let me know what I could be doing better. Let me know what topics you want me to cover. Let me know how the exercises are working for you. And as always, and this is important, I don't mind reshooting a video. In fact, I'll probably call it like, if let's say you want me to do this again because something wasn't clear, I would call it Technique Development Unit 10 Reboot. And that just lets you guys know, oh, he's going to go back over the topic. It won't be the same video. It'll be a whole new video addressing whatever concerns or questions you guys might have. All right? Man, I'm really enjoying this time together. I really enjoy our Facebook group. It is so much fun. So please check out, go to Facebook if you have an account there, and search Everything Bass with Dale Titus. Do the entire phrase, because if you do Everything Bass, it's actually Everything Bass, and it takes you to a fishing page. But if you do that, click follow and announce yourself. Say, hey, just new to the group, and tell us a little bit about yourself. Every day I post on that. I post either little historical quotes from famous bass players, something hopefully to inspire you guys. I've been given little lesson suggestions. I share some of these videos with additional information added, and I like that a lot. I like that I can have yet another format to really get deeper into our community. Lastly, you can really help the channel a lot by going to patreon.com/everythingbass. You can see that actually written out in the end card of this video, and there's a link in the description below. If you go there, you can become a paid monthly subscriber. That allows you to access to every support material. Like if you want this sheet for this lesson, it'll be listed there. And don't worry, you're like, but I don't sight read music. It's no value to me. No, everything that has standard notation also has tablature. And in fact, in some ways, for these lessons, the tablature is more important because it shows you exactly where I want you to play, not just if you were reading and playing all over the neck. So yeah, if you consider joining and supporting the channel, it means a lot to me. It allows me to buy new things like this lav mic right here. So I appreciate you guys doing that. I really want to grow this channel, increase its technical capabilities so that the lessons are even better and more powerful. Lastly, hey, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. It really does a lot for our algorithm, so I appreciate that. And I will see you at the next video. Thanks so much.